Hey everybody, I want to share something with you that I don't normally do. In fact, I have never done. And I am apprehensive, but I'm going to do it anyway because I feel the information is very important. Excuse me for being winded. I just had to run up and down the stairs in the basement a couple of times. Got back down here, knock on the door, FedEx, had to run back up there again. So anyway, I'm fat and old, so that takes the wind out of me. So, excuse me. There is a video that I'm going to recommend to you guys very strongly, and I'll tell you why. So please hear me out before I'm not listening to this garbage. Please hear me out. Sorry. You probably have already seen it or heard it. I'm sure there's a lot of people sharing it. But Pastor Dana Coverstone, just a average guy. He's just a Joe, okay? He's not a prophet. He's not one who makes YouTube videos. He does pastor a church in Kentucky or something. I don't know what he said. But the things that he had to say, it was brought to my wife's attention from a coworker, and she had me listen to it to get my opinion. And I got to tell you, what he says, I hate to admit it, but totally resonates with me. I don't think this guy's off the wall. I don't think he is grabbing his 5 minutes of fame or trying to get attention. I think the dude is legit. The stuff he has to say, if it is something that comes to pass, it's very, very scary. So I feel that it's important that you know about it. Now, before you shut me down, I'm telling you that, and the only reason I'm sharing it with you is because two things that he mentions, God told me exactly in 2018. I wrote it all down. In fact, I was not looking to do anything. I was watching TV with my family, and I specifically heard the Lord told me to go downstairs and wait on him. So I did. And he told me some stuff. I wrote it down. I have not shared it ever. It's just in my files, my personal Bible study stuff, my personal studies. Anyway, I haven't shared it, but two of those things are in Pastor Coverstone's message, and I think it's very important that you guys listen to it. Now, aside from that, keep listening, please. So there'll be a link in the description area. Now, if you guys remember, I told you back when I first started this channel, this will be for my older subs because I don't think any of you new guys know about it. But if you go back to my 100 plus videos, when I first started the channel, not too far into it, I told you about something that I had seen while I was doing my Bible reading and my prayer time. And, I've come to decide that, it was a vision. I've never had a vision. I've never done a vision. I don't know what they're supposed to be like. But at any rate, I told you about a couple things that I saw. Primarily, first important, was an old lady who was all shriveled up. She was naked. Her skin was just like hanging on her bones. Her breasts were totally shriveled up and gone. And she was trying to nurse a baby, an infant. And when I saw that, I'm just like, what the heck, And I clearly heard that the old woman was America. Didn't think much about it. I just thought, well, that's not good. So I wrote it down and I saved it. And then I told you a few minutes later, I had another one. Totally unexpected because this stuff doesn't happen to me. And I told you that I saw a large map of the United States, and these two hands come down and lay a white sheet across the map, and then blood just started pooling in the front, right in the middle of what would be the United States on this sheet. Blood just started going out across the whole sheet, fresh red blood. So, with that said, what I was going to try to tell you is that it's just been sitting. I haven't done anything with that. I really haven't thought on it a lot, but I have thought on it all day today. And I wanted to tell you that even though it may be obvious to several of you, because a lot of you guys were giving me your opinions of what that old lady was about. But truthfully, only a couple of you hit the mark, I think, hit the mark, because it's totally lining up with what I believe. And it's oh so obvious, but still. You think about our country's condition right now, and it speaks volumes. We have sickness throughout the entire country. We've been on lockdown. Our economic situation, I forget what it is. Realistic numbers are closer to $62 trillion in debt. So we're in debt that we can't pay back. I don't care if it's the 26 trillion that the government likes to use as a figure. We are in debt over our ears that we will never be able to pay back. So we have sickness. We have tremendous unemployment at 46 or 47 million people unemployed. We have way over 100,000 businesses that have closed and aren't going to be reopening. We have a food shortage going on. Right now, it's not that big a deal, but I think it's going to be a big deal toward the end of summer. They're talking about, pretty big food shortage. Of course, they've been saying that now for 3 or 4 months, but we know there's definitely a form of rationing, because when we still go to Aldi's, we can only get 2 things of meat and, a couple gallons of milk and stuff. That hasn't changed. I mean, it's still the same. I don't know if that's everywhere, but that's what I'm seeing. Canned goods. We got told, I forget what it was, we could only have like 4 canned goods or something like that of a certain kind of anything. Canned goods were way down. So think about that for a little bit. We are so massively in debt, we can't help anyone, including ourselves. All right? We have riots in our streets, buildings being burned to the ground, tremendous debt, tremendous job loss, and sickness throughout the country. America can't help anybody. We have nothing to offer right now, this world. We have nothing to offer. As a country, we are clearly bankrupt. Excuse me. And we are very vulnerable as a nation right now, because the whole world knows what we're going through. But we don't have, and I don't care how the hardcore patriot, God bless America, we're the greatest country in the world and most powerful nation in the world. Yeah. I've always believed that. I don't agree with that anymore. But, yeah. I mean, I love America. Nothing's changed my patriotic value, but I'm just telling you, we're not the baddest kid on the block anymore. And if we are, we're hanging on by a thread. And we are certainly not the richest country in the world anymore. We used to feed the world. America was the breadbasket to the nations. Anymore, we have to get food from other nations. So my point to all this is I believe that what Pastor Coverstone, Dana Coverstone, has to say is legit. And with the vision that I had about the old lady, it's like the Lord totally opened my eyes to the fact that lady had nothing to give, and neither do we. That lady was America, and we have nothing to offer. We are in bad trouble. We're in bad trouble. I hope you guys are praying for our nation. I hope you're praying for yourselves. And I hope that you guys are doing what I say in every video. Prepare. Very important. Food. You better stock up on all the food you can stock up on. Water. medical supplies, some form of defense to defend your family and protect your family. Bug out equipment. In fact, I said it in a video a while back, and I'm going to say it again. If there wasn't ever a time, and I've never said it on my channel up until just, I think I said it last week. If there was ever a time when I would recommend that if you have a bug out location to bug out to, you better make sure that thing's ready to go. Stocked and ready to go. And your bug out bags are by the door, or your bug out bags are somewhere you can put the family and all your bug out stuff in your vehicle and be out of your house in 5 minutes. Seriously, 10, 15 at the most. You better get your act together if you haven't. I think it's very, very important. I am not fear-mongering. I'm telling you, I believe that what's coming, no one is prepared for. And we need to be. I'm not prepared for it, and I'm trying to be. So that's what I think, and I need to share that with you. So I will have the link in the description area for Pastor Coverstone's video. I strongly suggest you watch it. Please keep in mind that I'm telling you that God told me 2 of the things that he told him. God told me in 2018, and I've been sitting on it. When I heard it from Coverstone, I was shocked. So I guess that's all I got. God bless you guys. Stay safe, stay alert, stay healthy. Prepare, prepare, prepare. That's it. Talk to you guys again soon. See ya.